physically walk out and come back in with a clean image receptor. Okay? Now when you're ready to do the abdomen, you're going to have your patient stand, so I need you to stand with your back up against here. Now, can we shield for the PA chest? For the PA chest, can we shield?
Oh, yeah, you want to, yeah.
So that's the only position you're going to shield for, is the PA. We can't shield. Actually, we could actually shield for the AP, but I'm not going to have you shield for the AP. Okay? The upright. The only one you're going to shield is the chest. Okay? So if the shield is on, please remove the shield from your patient. When you do the upright, you're going to place blocker down because there's nothing here. We'll start to visualize anatomy knowing that my blocker is down here, it's in my femur. I don't care. If I place my blocker this way, possibility, depending on my habitus, it could be in my diaphragm, it could be in my stomach. We don't want to have it up. We want the blocker down. You want to lock this in really good. Okay, now, this side of the body is his what side?
Right.
His right. This is his left. So I need to use a left marker. Now you can place your left markers right there on that little corner and it will be on your film. A lot easier if you can place it on the image receptor because it is not, we don't have to take a guess of where it is. We know it's going to be on the film. Okay? And actually too guys, when we place markers on the bucky, what have we done to it?
Lost it.
No. What have we done? Think about magnification.
Oh, magnification to it.
Yeah, it magnifies it. Sometimes it magnifies it big enough that it could obscure some anatomy. And that's actually in the book. Okay, so just a little FYI on that. So if you have the option of putting it inside, it's better. Okay? All right.
No
so
monster? No monster?
No monster right there. No, when I say monster, that means that you're putting it here and pushing it all the way in. It will eat, the tape will get snagged, it'll snag the marker right out of there. Okay, and if whoever has their markers too, I'll do your markers while we're in class. Alright, now, what you want to do is you want to stand in front of your patient. You want to feel for your patient's crest. Before we do that, what SID are we using?
40.
So, we've gone from chest, it was at 72, now we're going to move to 40. As a patient care, try not to put the light in your patient's face. Alright? Now you're going to feel for the crest, okay? And you put your hand here. You can see there that my line is pretty much right there. So what I'm going to do is come up about 2 inches, okay? Now, he can raise his arm up. You can have him put this here. You want the top of the image receptor at about his axilla. Ready to see that? Bring your arms down. Now, once we do that, you want to make sure now that he's centered on the midline of his body. Now, my image receptor is in lengthwise, so now I need to make this 17, right? Yes? No. It's harder to see the light. Okay. So you want to make this 17. So remember, guys, you have to look at 40 on here. Okay? And then you're going to put it on 17. Don't get confused. Now, this is the side to side. It has to be 14. And we're going to look for 40. Okay? And that's going to be our field. Okay? Now, I have to make sure, and I've pretty much done everything. My tube is good. I know that my central ray is good. I've set my image receptor 14 by 17 lengthwise. Now I just want to center my tube to my cassette. And then I bring it down here. I center. I'm up. Go ahead and double check everything. Everything still looks pretty good. And then there's my image. Yes?
Very good. That looks a lot smaller than...
It does look a lot smaller. I'm like, wow.
Really? It's not that small. It is.
And pause.
Even with magnification, it is.
Jess, you're gonna watch this and you're gonna hear him say, it's not that small.
Yeah, I mean, even with magnification.
Look at these guys.
Okay,
Look at them all
so
studying Anthony.
now I'm
phone.
going to do this. Now I'm going to say, okay, sir, don't move. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to say, okay, sir, I need you to take a nice deep breath in, blow the air out, hold it. X-ray. Right? Remember, we want a little delay after expiration because we want time for what to happen,
Diaphragm to adjust.
and for the organs to not be compressed,
Compressed.
right? Because involuntary motion. We're going to go over that in class.
Is
All right.
it because it's on 40 SID, is that why it's smaller than the normal
Yes.
14 by 17?
Yes, because remember it's diverging.
Oh, we're closer.
So if you measured it, it's actually 14 by 17.
Okay.
Yes. Anytime, if he goes closer, remember that's just light. Smaller and smaller,
Oh,
but it's
yeah,
still
there we
14
go.
by 17.
He just keeps getting smaller.
Okay.
So if he moves away, it's
It'd
probably
be further and
almost-
further.
Can I see him without? Can I see him without? Can I see him moved away?
Move it to 72,
I
Ms.
see him
Smith.
moved
Yeah,
away.
it's gonna be completely covered. It's because his body is there.
Okay. I just wanted to see the correlation of the image receptor, so
No, that was a good. Well, that's gonna happen a lot when you're on the table too, because you're gonna think you're not there. If you're set at 14 by 17.